sleep rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some rest by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to Dustin? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. Lesson a new ray alert.
Like I'm moving the. I told him to keep the hunter. Like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some rest by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Who's you? My shawty pulling up, real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, about tag on. I got it in the bag, man. I'm getting all type of cash. I'm a general true.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. To throw on second down is Darnold. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down. Gone. This is caught. Gronkowski. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
He'll get it up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now it's gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Broncos the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now, before this second. Down play will get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down. Now that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Carlos Dunlap with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're 1-2 pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Again they run with Gurley. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gone. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's gone. On the catch, it's Crowder. Finding room inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and learning all off-season about a season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
They don't want it, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, fine.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Third and long here for Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now it's Crowder. A second time. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they have the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. This one caught by Crowder. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Always orange.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw is Gone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They get it to him running left. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Rosen. And he finds Corey Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They run with Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Uncorks one for Davis. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Rosen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Too bad.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
From his goal line here, gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brad Wing now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And they look up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Robinson. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Rosen on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Oh, then the spin. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Uncorks one for Davis and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go now. Green.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
3-19. Leopard 3-19. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen will throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Oh, up and over. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Wide open, Gronkowski. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. A shotgun snap for gone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Out of the gun. Gone. And this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Here's Rosen to throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
This is Breida. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
throw it with Rosen. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
After the interception, here's Gall. Crabtree has it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Shell.
Now a first down throw. Gone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Gall. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. The return man is Grant. A little juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gone! All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone!
To throw is Rosen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Gone! Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun on 3rd down is Rosen. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Louis.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. I don't think you got it, son.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Muscling free near the 40. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Detroit. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie. And, you know, sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, it's Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. You got three down. Zero. Check 52.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Gurley again here on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Adam Gotsis in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes to start you out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Goff. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. So out comes the field goal team once more. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught right side, Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Breida. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go now.
And now it's Rosen looking. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kevin Minter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 3 down. 3 down.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Watch right. Cut.
And they take a knee. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Brad Wing now. He's been terrific so far. New York set to take the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Corey Graham. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0, Zilch.